I left my parents' house after being neglected for 20 years. Now they want to reconnect. As an only child, my parents had me when they were very young, and they never wanted me from the beginning. They constantly reminded me that I was a disgrace and blamed me for their financial struggles. I never had a birthday party or received any gifts, even on Christmas. I just wanted something small to remind me that they loved me, but that never happened. They never cared about me or my friends, and they always had a last-minute problem when I invited them over. I lost all my friends over the years. They even forgot to make food for me many times, and I went days without eating anything. When I was 15, I started doing small jobs to earn some money, but my parents took it away from me because they said I needed to contribute to the household expenses. They told me so many times that I was a disgrace and that I would never be anything that I lost count. I still remember when I was 9 years old, and my parents were supposed to pick me up from school at 6 p.m. for a school project, but they casually forgot. I spent an hour walking back home all alone and scared. The only good thing that happened to me in these years is my boyfriend. We met each other at the gym when we were 16. I hid some money from my parents to pay for the gym. He is my everything. He always makes me happy and makes me feel like I have value and worth something. But everything changed some years ago during Christmas Day. I invited him for the first time to have dinner with us, but I warned him about my situation. He accepted anyway, fortunately. The dinner went in the worst way you can imagine. From the moment he arrived, they started to talk badly about him and what he was studying at the university. His dream was to become a notary. I was horrified and feeling embarrassed for their behavior, but he maintained his composure and treated them with respect, trying to be as gentle as possible. But then they started to talk badly about me, and his mood changed. They again told me that I was with this failure of a woman, and that it's all I deserved because I was worth nothing. He started to get angry and argue with them. He is a pretty big guy and practices boxing because his other dream is to be a professional boxer. My dad and my boyfriend were very close to fighting because my dad was being horrible to me. My boyfriend defended me and told my dad that he was a horrible parent and didn't deserve to have me. I was about to cry because he was the only one defending me in front of them. Then I screamed at them that I had enough and that I was going to pack my stuff and leave them. I did just that. Before I left, my father told me not to come back and to stay with that loser. We left, and I stayed at my boyfriend's house. Fortunately, his house is big enough for both of us without any problems, and it was given to him by his grandpa when he died. Our studies went pretty well, and we are both happy. My parents never contacted me by texts or calls for 6 years. Nothing. Until 4 days ago, when they started bombarding me with texts and calls. But I always ignored them, and I have zero regrets. I answered one of their calls just to insult them and to throw out all my anger and frustration, and then I hung up. That was my last talk with them, and I have no intentions to reconnect. By the way, my boyfriend is now a notary, and I work as a director manager for a small startup. It was a difficult experience, and I hope that you're doing okay now.